Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I'm going to be trying the Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream Mist. This product retails for $19.90. I cannot wait to try out this new formulation from Dr. Althea. Considering it is a part of the 345 collection, I'm assuming it's going to be more designed for oily skin. Given my experience with 345 Relief Cream, it was a little bit more of a lighter weight cream moisturizer, and that's why I feel like this product could be the perfect counterpart, especially noticing the balancing ingredients in this formula. I cannot wait to try it, see how it performs for my skin. Also because I'm such a huge fan of hydrating face mist. This product is vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and comes in recyclable packaging. They utilize rice bran water, Panthenol, Madecassoside, and hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid. Check out the full ingredients. You can click the link in the description, go to their website. Also left the full ingredients in the description as well. Big things I'm going to be looking for include what finish does this product leave and how does it feel on the skin. I also want to see if it breaks me out or causes any acne. As for anything else, I'm continuing to check in. So I will see you all in the next check-in. I'm here to give you all a quick check-in on this product. Been working great for my skin so far. I've noticed the balancing ingredients make this formula give a little bit of a glow to the skin at first, but once it dries down, doesn't leave any finish whatsoever, which makes me feel like it is perfect for more oily skin types. I am personally more dry and more combination. I am going to layer with this. I always recommend it for more oily skin types, but honestly, that's just because oily skin is harder to find products for. You can layer more with dry skin. This has a really fine mist application. Like, it spreads. It is a very addictive mist. I'm gonna use it real quick just to show you the finish. Like, I could bathe in this, but that's very typical for me with face mist. If you've watched me, you know how I am with these. Gives such a glow to the face at first. Definitely dries down, definitely calms down. Not something that I notice to give too heavy of a finish. Like, it doesn't feel heavy, doesn't reapply heavy. Definitely does give a little glow at first. Just be patient with it is something that I've found I like reapplying with. In the winter specifically, I like it because it is a little bit more lightweight and balancing of a face mist, which I feel like is perfect and defines the perfect face mist that I look for, specifically in the summer, but we will see how it performs in the winter. I'm going to continue using it and I'll check in again. I'm back to give you all my final thoughts on this product. This is one of the best face mists that I have ever tried. Given the soothing ingredients, given the skin balancing ingredients that I feel like personally worked really well for my acne prone skin, this face mist had an ability to be dewy without being too suffocating for the skin, and I feel like it is the perfect product to complement the Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream. This is a little bit heavier of a product at first. It definitely starts out leaving a little bit dewier of a finish to the skin, dries down really nice and gives a practically not even there finish after you've utilized it. But what I really liked about it was the continued use benefits that I saw with it. I felt like this was soothing my skin, balancing my skin, and it was just a face mist that I found myself really enjoying to use. Additionally, the ingredients being Madecassoside, Panthenol, centella, oat, the list of ingredients that work amazing for my skin are loaded in this product. From what I've seen from a lot of Korean retailers, that is a little bit more of an affordable face mist. This is honestly where my bias kicks in because it utilizes a lot of ingredients that I have personally loved for my skin and that has worked well for my acne prone skin, and so I feel like this face mist has a lot of benefits to it that spoke to my personal skin concerns and also had a soothing benefit to it. What I liked about it the most is that it's a very balancing product, meaning it's not too heavy on the skin, but gives a natural skin-like glow that I really enjoy and just feels very light on the skin as well. You could obviously go for the Cocoa Kind Magnesium Face Mist or the Bioma Blemish Relief Mist. I feel like those are kind of hand in hand with this product and could be more affordable alternatives if you check out other Korean retailers. I've seen various different price points for this product. I personally love it. I'm gonna need to continue using it to see if I would repurchase it over the Bioma or the Cocoa Kind, but ultimately I love loved it as a balancing face mist. I feel like it was leaving a really nice finish to my skin. Maybe a recency bias because it is the latest face mist that I'm trying, but it personally spoke to everything that I look for in a face mist and was also very soothing for the skin as well. So for that reason, I would 100% recommend trying it. Like I said, the Bioma, the cocoa kind, could be potential alternative and more budget-friendly alternatives depending on the website that you choose to get it from, but still a wonderful option. I absolutely love it. It's something that I found I've wanted to use recently. I will keep you posted on this product. I need to finish it fully to see which one I would repurchase because I like them all for different reasons. I feel like this had a few more soothing ingredients in it, but still all were great options. When comparing them, I'm just gonna have to use this for a little bit longer. I will keep you posted through short form content. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week. I will see you all in the next review.